We come on the air here at noon, breaking new information in the search for a missing 12-year-old boy in Virginia Beach. Police issued an Amber Alert for Juan Acevado early Saturday.
And investigators believe this is an abduction case based on alleged ransom messages sent to Acevado's parents. Let's get straight to Alex Littlehales, live at the heart of this search this afternoon. Alex, what new information have you learned in the last few minutes?
Well, we are live near the 200 block of Micah Avenue. As you had mentioned, the last reported sighting of Juan Acevado 3 days ago. Here, this is the Cambria Cornerstone Apartments here in Virginia Beach. But as you had mentioned, a lot has changed over the last 15 minutes. So behind me is a small lake adjacent to the last known sighting of Juan Acevado. And here in the last couple of minutes, there is a dive team out here at the lake, and they have told our camera crew to stop filming the activity of the Marine dive team specifically. So there are about 3 to 4 investigators, members of that dive team, searching a body of water here again at the apartment complex directly next to the last known sighting of Juan Acevado. Now, for context, we had complete access view of this lake. It's a lake that is surrounded by not only a couple of apartment buildings, but 2 streets as well. And just within the last 10 minutes, the police perimeter here has expanded. So we have been pushed back on this side of the street. We are on Alicia Drive now. Again, we once had view of the lake. We do not have any more because of the activity that the Marine team is seeing right now. In fact, we actually did have a view. If you can see the vantage point of our camera, we had a direct access view of both the dive team unit that's sitting there, as well as the officers that were next to the lake in coordination with the dive team boat. But there is now a police cruiser blocking off our viewpoint of that. And so again, the police perimeter has been extended multiple times just within the last 15 minutes. Police tape is also now surrounding the entirety of the lake, which is something that we did not see for a couple of, basically since we have been here. Again, it was an open view of a lake. Now we see roughly half a dozen police units. The entirety of this lake has been police taped off, so the public cannot get to it at this point. Again, this is more than 72 hours, more than 3 full calendar days after the parents of Juan Acevado have not seen from him, and they reported him missing over the weekend. So it's also important, a little bit of context. Police officials this weekend have not declared this case a recovery effort yet, but they said that they were searching the water out of, quote, an abundance of caution from a response standpoint. You may not see them right now, but there are drones, helicopters, alumni with the Hispanic Citizens Police Academy being deployed as part of the investigative efforts right now. So that is the scene that we are at right now. And if there's any more information I can relay, please, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Hey, Alex, great reporting, obviously, on this situation at the moment. Just to be clear, police have not indicated exactly why they've called for this particular response today. They haven't said what they found that led them to put up the tape or to put out their crews in the water, correct?
No, they have not. That's an excellent question. A lot of people, a lot of passerbys, drivers are nearby asking that question. Obviously, investigative efforts take a long amount of time. So, even if they believe that they've potentially found something, it's going to be a long time before we hear anything officially from police. And that's a question that's probably going to be answered within the coming hours, if not days, because all we can tell you right now is just the activity that we are seeing, which is that, at one point, again, we were observing, filming the Marine dive team. They were fine with us filming it. They were aware that we were in proximity. And now, again, over the last really 20 minutes, we have been told, hey, do not film the activity of what the Marine team is doing right now. Please move your cars further away from the scene. We are taping off the lake as well. We are bringing in additional police units. And they have stopped traffic, as you may be able to tell from the scene. They have stopped all incoming traffic into the Cambria Cornerstone apartment complex, again, which is the last known sighting of Juan Acevado.
Now, Alex, you mentioned earlier that this is, again, not being labeled as a recovery mission at this hour. This is out of an abundance of caution, but police are asking for the community's help in this. What do police need from the community in this search and this investigation?
Yeah, great question. So we did talk to police investigators a little bit, not investigators, but officials, because we asked them, what exactly is the search response looking like from a policing standpoint, from a community search standpoint. And what they told us is that this morning they are not deploying the use of community personnel right now at this time, that they have all of their investigative efforts, all of their police personnel on this. It doesn't mean that the community is not also actively looking for answers. In fact, at around 11:30, 11:45, we were originally here because there was supposed to be a community-based search, a flyer distribution amongst concerned community members, looking for answers, trying to share information about the case of Juan Acevado. So we were here waiting for a community search with, concerned community members, potentially family, and this scene now unfolding within the last 15 minutes has blocked us off from even being able to yet make contact with that effort, and they may not even be here, but that's a long-winded way of saying obviously police are looking for, they have asked for any information because, as Eugene had alluded to a couple minutes ago, all of this is labeled as an abduction case because of alleged ransom messages that the parents received in the hours after that they had not seen Juan Acevado. So again, there is still a lot of unanswered questions right now, and exaggerated by the fact that there is now something from a police presence standpoint clearly happening here near the site of where the young boy was last seen.
Yeah, a lot transpiring in the last few minutes there, Alex. Again, as you mentioned, Juan has not been seen since 9 a.m. Friday by his parents. So we'll check back in with Alex in about 30 minutes for another live update. We appreciate your reporting on this, Alex.
Yeah, let's go ahead and transition things now.